Hello everyone, welcome back to the Thermic channel. And as promised by me, I'm going to start this podcast sessions with different people in different companies. Mostly they will be my batchmates and all. And I'll be sharing everything with you guys, whatever they faced in the interviews, how did they prepare, how did they come to bids, and like the stipend, the preparation strategies for coming to bid, the like everything possibly I could share it with you. So I'm gonna share everything with you, and I'll be making these podcasts on a regular basis now. So for the first session, let me introduce to you Mohan Iyer. He's my batchmate. He's my batchmate from BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus, and he's pursuing mechanical engineering. Masters also he's completing in mechanical engineering only, and he's right now plays with GE. So let's have a session with Mohan and let's see what he has to say regarding this. Hello Mohan, how are you?
I'm fine, Ramayana.
Okay, so we'll have this podcast in a little formal way and a little informal way, like the middle of the both. And so I have some questions from you, which most of our viewers have asked to different people from different companies, and they suggested me to ask these questions from you. So let us begin with the questions, and we'll try to keep it a little formal only. So yeah, tell me something about yourself. From where do you belong? And how did you get ended up doing a master's course?
Okay, so it all started with my bachelor's degree. Okay, so I did my
Hmm.
bachelor's from Anand. I'll start with myself actually. I'm
Yeah.
from Vadodara actually. My name is Mohan Iyer.
Hmm.
I'm from Vadodara. Yeah, the name shows that I'm a Madrasi, but I was born and brought up in Gujarat only. So that's how I did my schooling in Vadodara. And later on, when I wanted to I decided that I'd be doing engineering. So
Hmm.
I gave my JEE, I gave my CET, and after that I got into Birla Vishwakarma Mahavidyalaya. That was also a Birla college only. It was funded
Oh.
by Birla. So
Hmm.
I did my degree bachelor's in production engineering. Now the thing was at that time production engineering, as you see, it was a major part of mechanical engineering. Mechanical was divided into
Hmm.
three parts. One was production, design, and thermal.
Yeah.
I took up a major course in the production engineering as a specialization in bachelor's itself.
Hmm.
So the assumption at that time was that the college's name will carry it forward, which didn't turn out as well. After 4 years of doing bachelor's, I didn't end up with a great job, nor did I get it in my field. I had to compromise a bit, I had to compromise a bit and then move forward to a different job field. It was in engineering only, but
Hmm.
it was in the design field. Now, what happened
Okay.
was after deciding that, when I was working with Vijay Tanks and Vessels Private Limited, I was designing cryogenic pressure vessels for
Okay.
different projects. Now, the thing was
Hmm.
that the projects were good, the experience, the exposure was everything was good, but seeing the financial situation, it was not that great. So, and
Hmm.
finally, when it came to me, I came to a realization that this won't be enough to carry me forward in my experience and in my job profile and even in my career. I just decided that let's drop it off, take 1 year of gap, prepare for
Hmm.
do masters. At that
Oh.
time, I was under the idea that I will be doing my masters from IITs or NITs or foreign universities.
Hmm.
BITS was not even on the agenda at that time.
Yeah, yeah. For most of us, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
So after taking on the challenge of doing GATE, I gave GATE actually three times: 2018, 2019, and 20.
Hmm.
18, I gave it in production engineering. 19 and 20, I decided that I will change my field to mechanical. So it
Hmm.
was a big challenge studying the subjects that I never studied, like thermal and design.
Yeah.
I never studied the
Hmm.
subjects. So
Hmm.
being a core manufacturing guy, changing to design and thermal was pretty tough. It wasn't easy. Some of the
Okay.
subjects went over my head really
Hmm.
fast, and it wasn't a great experience. But still, I managed to
Yeah.
crack it. Got it. Then at that time, we our country was going through a situation of COVID. So
Hmm.
during that time, I couldn't get into any NITs or IITs. The
Hmm.
score wasn't sufficient. I was
Yeah.
getting into different fields, but it was in material science and stuff. So not the
Oh.
job profile I was expecting.
Okay. Interdisciplinary fields you were getting into.
Huh?
Interdisciplinary branches you were getting at that
Yeah,
time.
it wasn't that great of an option. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
could
True.
know that if I am doing a specialization, and only after deciding and seeing different forums could find out that the specialization courses for mechanical engineers or electrical engineers or even civil engineers, it isn't that great as compared to computer
Yeah,
science and
yeah,
ITs. We
yeah.
have a lot of struggle, but it's a
Hmm.
fun base. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll come to that later on. Okay, so
Hmm.
now what happened was that during the time of COVID, I was stranded somewhere else in Gujarat. I was stranded in Chennai for 6 months.
Hmm.
During that time, a notification came that BITS has opened its admission process.
Okay.
Filled the portal, submitted the forms. Uh, Before that, before I got into BITS, I was actually in another college. I was in
Okay.
Shanmuga Art Science Technology Research Academy.
Okay.
It is stationed in Tanjore, a prominent college in the South India.
Hmm.
So I was doing my masters in digital manufacturing, which was more towards Python coding, ML, AI,
Okay. Okay.
compared with manufacturing, production engineering. That
Hmm.
was because it correlated to my previous batches. I thought it was a good fit. But
Hmm.
later on, I got a letter from BITS that you have been selected in BITS and you are getting in core mechanical. I was
Yeah.
like, I chucked off Sastra and came to BITS.
Nice.
Now
Nice.
started it in the admission process finished in October. We started in November. Online
Hmm.
one sem, offline two sems. It was a hell
Yeah.
of a ride.
Yeah, bro. Definitely. I think that particular introduction covered almost every question I wanted to ask about you. But still, as we are talking about gate and stuff, so can you just tell me ki how basically you prepared for your BITS HD examination?
Yeah, to clarify, I didn't give the bits HD.
Ah, yeah, you
I
got
am
in through
directly
gate
through Gate.
exactly. Yeah, so you must be getting two kinds of stipends, right? BITS HD and gate. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
the stipend that comes from
Hmm.
Gate comes from MHR Delhi. The second
Yeah.
stipend comes from Bits HD for doing your TA works.
Oh, nice, nice, great. And moving on, okay. So just tell us ki what all major subjects you studied in your mechanical and what were the subjects that you really liked in mechanical domain,
Okay,
like mechanical specialization domain.
okay. I'll start with the first semester itself because major of the subjects that I liked were in the first semester itself. We had four
Hmm.
subjects. One of
Okay.
them was robotics. Second was finite element methods. Third was quality control and reliability, and fourth was the engineering mathematics. It was basically
Hmm.
the engineering mathematics that we studied was the cumulation of all the maths 1, 2, 3, 4 that we studied from
Hmm.
start to finish
Oh.
in the BTech. That was the culmination.
Hmm.
Okay, now coming to this, out of except maths, I
Hmm.
liked all the three subjects.
Definitely for all of us. No one like maths actually. I don't know why,
Yeah,
but still,
it happened. So
it
robotics.
happens.
Coming to
Hmm.
robotics, like one of the
Hmm.
subjects that gave us a input to the control systems.
Hmm.
We never studied control systems in production engineering, so it was a new subject for me. For mechanical guys, I don't know if they had that subject. Control systems was new to me, and it opened a new portal for me. Like there were different opportunities that you could never have assumed in control systems. Like
Hmm.
it actually covers the electronic part and the mechanical part and how to join them.
Oh,
The
okay.
calculation base and everything comes in that only. So and
Hmm.
robotics, as you know, it's like only the calculation base is mechanical, the rest of is electronic components and joining them
Yeah,
and
yeah.
understanding the mechanics behind it. You have to develop your
Hmm.
mechanisms, use the different calculations you studied to formulate the movement pattern, and then input the conditions in Arduino controls or Raspberry controls, whatever control systems you use. And then it's not basically the control systems, it's basically the software you use behind the hardware. So
Okay.
after that is done, your robot is almost done. So I had a very good professor, Dr. YVD Rao. He was an
Hmm.
extremely good, amazing professor to be. In fact, even during online, he gave us a feeling of offline. He was
Oh,
really good at
nice.
what he did.
Yeah.
So he taught us pretty well. And from that, we had to do a project. That project took me a long way in some of the interviews. So those projects, if you want me to go into the detail, I can, but I will finish it in short.
Yeah.
So how the project used to work was I had to make a robot that had two controls. One was
Hmm.
gesture control, the second was obstacle avoidance. Now all
Okay.
I had to do gesture control means you have to manipulate the robot based on your hand.
Okay,
Say
got
I
it.
said rotate to the left hand side, it will go to left side. We used accelerometers for that. For obstacle avoidance, we used UV sensors. Now imagine this idea looks simple. Imagine that guy from a point of view of mechanical engineer. All he knows is mechanism. None of this stuff he knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a challenge for us, but we
Got it. Got
had
it.
tons of help. YouTube.
Hmm.
Before YouTube, we had our sir.
Yeah.
Then we had
Definitely.
YouTube. Then we had these resources that Bits gave us, like library access and everything, different reference
Yeah.
papers, Springer and everything.
Hmm.
So yeah, so most of it was pretty more. The work that you do here is mostly dependent on how you look at it.
Hmm.
Nobody will spoon feed you here. That's a
Yeah. True.
fact. You are
True, true.
supposed to do everything on your own, but once you are sure that this is the idea, you go to the professor. He will guide you in what you are doing wrong and tell you that this part is wrong. This might be the right answer. He will never tell you this is the right answer. He'll give you options.
Yeah, yeah,
He will never tell you to do this. He or she will ask you that these are the options. Which way do you want to go?
yeah,
So
true.
it's up to you. Lots of research. Masters is basically finding out what's wrong and what's correct, and finding out how to wrong the right or right the wrong. It's
Yeah,
up to you.
yeah, exactly. So
So
that
that
was pretty insightful about the projects, I guess. And now we'll be moving on to the most asked questions. That is definitely Mohan. You are placed in General Motors, like General Motors right now. And
Ramayana, one correction, it's General Electric.
okay, you are in the G Power, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, like, what's up with the name? Just tell us, what is G Power, GM, G
Okay.
Healthcare? What is like, and what all companies came to our campus?
Okay. So that's a pretty long story. How the
Hmm.
company started, what we did, is a pretty long story. I'll finish it in start. Okay. So General Electric, to be frank, it was a company that nobody had hope to get in. Like it was a company that used to come to our campus, take zero selects for the past 2 years. Even
Yeah,
people
yeah. We have heard of it.
got rejected in HR. When the round
Hmm.
you feel that yeah, HR can be done if you clear HR, TR and MR. No, that was not. People even got rejected in HR. That was a huge blow to overconfidence.
Yeah.
So preparing for G, we had no hope,
Hmm.
no hope at all.
True. I too prepared for GE, and the same was for me. Like I didn't had much hopes from GE. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Now, the
Hmm.
biggest part, the biggest advantage I had in getting a job was I had previous job experience in relevant field. So
Okay.
that was an edge that I developed, and I would like to tell whoever viewers you are that if before doing masters, do 1 or 2 years of job.
Hmm.
It will give a huge boost to your portfolio. I'll be very
Yeah. Yeah.
frank with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, the first technical company that came to our campus was Vapco, ZF Vapco. It was an
Okay.
automobile company
Hmm.
working on electric vehicles.
Hmm.
I went to the interview round, got
Hmm.
shortlisted for the technical round. After
Hmm.
doing the technical round, finishing it and stuff, I didn't clear it. I didn't go for the HR round.
Hmm.
Primarily because there were really good candidates before me. Like they were
Hmm.
amazing. And my classmates are really amazing. I will brag about them day and night. I had amazing people with me in my campus life, including Ramayana. Okay, so the fact is that they had better candidates, and my job profile previously to this, that is, I was in
Hmm.
pressure vessel design. It didn't
Yeah.
quite fit well with automobile industry, so I wasn't.
Hmm.
That was one of the biggest reason why I wasn't selected.
Okay.
Secondly, ZF Wapco was more inclined towards your projects. They
Hmm.
critically asked you about your projects only. Say that you have 6 projects in your portfolio, like
Hmm.
in your CV. Now they
Hmm.
will immediately tell you explain any three of the projects that you are most comfortable with, or explain any one project, and then they
Hmm.
will ask you explain any one subject that you like. Tell us which is your favorite subject.
Okay.
Yeah, most of us told SOM only, strength of
Hmm.
materials.
Yeah.
After that, people they ask basic questions in strength of materials like what is the stress strain graph, what are the points
Hmm.
in stress strain graph, what are the theories of failures, what are the different types of bending, how deflection occurs,
Hmm.
what is the mechanics behind deflection. They
Hmm.
completely basic questions from a BE. I would like
Hmm.
to tell you one thing before going into an interview. I would tell you that please clarify all your basic related subjects to BTech. Like strength, if
Yeah.
you're a mechanical engineer, strength of materials, fluid mechanics, theory of machine, and then thermodynamics. These are all a must. Without
Yeah. Yeah.
them, it is going to be pretty tough for interviews. For technical
Hmm. Hmm.
interviews, I am saying.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving for after ZF Wapco was done, many people, two of our great minds got selected in it, and
Yeah.
after that, number of companies came. For example, Select Controls came. After that, Sedemac came, and then we had non-tech companies also like Epsilon, Misho, all of them coding-based companies, or
Yeah.
more inclined towards data science.
Hmm. Hmm.
So to the viewers, I would like to say that data science is also an option, even if you do masters in mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
you need to know is operation research, statistics, and a bit of coding. That's it.
Hmm.
If you know SQL, you know R, you know Python, I think data science is mostly in your bag and good paying jobs. Now the fact was that after,
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah. Your video lagged in between, but it's okay. Yeah. Go.
yeah, okay. So after this happened, what happened was like another company was supposed to come, that is Sona Comstar.
Okay.
Before Sona Comstar came, what happened was we had like our placement team immediately messaged that GE is coming, General Electric is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
A- and even before GE came, we had to apply for a set of companies. There was Lam
Hmm.
Research, there were pretty much many companies, Lam,
Yeah, yeah.
Sona Comstar, KSB Pumps, many
Mm-hmm.
companies. Now what happened was that once we came to that point that GE is coming, all of us filled that forms because GE
Hmm.
had pretty stringent conditions that you need to be 70% above in every subject, you need to
Hmm.
have good CGPA, you need to have good control, and our seniors told that don't keep any hope. So what
Yeah.
I did during that point was that the first step for any interview, for any placement process, get to know your aptitude test. Because however
Yeah.
good you are in your technical interviews, if you lag at aptitude, then forget about everything. You need to concentrate aptitude because if you give two
Hmm.
or three interviews, you'll get good at interviews. You won't
Yeah.
get good at aptitude if you fail two or three. All you will get is depression.
Yeah. True. True.
I think Ramayana can vouch for that.
Yeah. Exactly. I
So
had pretty bad apti, but yeah, I worked on it and like I was able to clear most of the technical and like apti based tests and all.
I remember Epsilon, I remember Uber, I remember Misho. I
Okay,
remember
let
all the
history be
calls we
history
had.
and
I recorded them.
yeah, like but still like the company rejected me. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter much actually. You got
Yeah.
placed, na?
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah. So
So
second
yeah,
part.
like coming to G and you. So what is your current CGPA and like did it play any role in the interviews?
Um, I would say
Like
CGPA
what
plays
is your CGPA till you applied for the company, like till your second semester?
9.5.
Hmm. Nine point
Don't
five,
ask my
nice.
current CGPA.
Okay, great.
I
And
don't even know
how
it
like did
actually.
it play any role in the interviews? Do you think that?
No, CGPA plays a role till the entry part. Like you have
Okay.
to clear the minimum cutoff rule. After that, CGPA doesn't play an important role. All you need is your
Hmm.
what do you call it? The basics of mechanical engineering. That's all you know.
Yeah.
Now the biggest
And
part.
do you think it like your CGPA and or anything like related to your academics creates a first impact on the interviewer and it does play any kind of role? Do you think that?
Yeah, it plays a role showing that you are disciplined. CGP, higher CGP shows that you're a disciplined person, that you
Hmm.
are filling your day-to-day activities. Because when do you get higher CGPA? When you have finished your day-to-day task in the stipulated time that is given by your coordinators, and when you finish that, you get the highest marks. That's how
Yeah,
CGPA
yeah, true.
works. You need to finish
True.
it in time, and
Hmm.
later on, CGPA played an important role only in the shortlisting. After you go
Hmm.
into the technical rounds and stuff, CGPA doesn't matter much. But if they
Hmm.
have to choose between two people, both of them have equal technical knowledge, both of them
Hmm.
equally supreme in their, and they have to take only one person, and then at that time they'll compare CGPA only. At that time
Exactly.
CGPA plays an important role, and I would still say any time to our viewers who are coming to bids for masters in mechanical engineering, manufacturing, design, or any field, please maintain your CGPA. It's extremely important. You need to be minimum above 8.5.
Yeah, like for the PS also, if you're studying in bits, then definitely your CGPA is going to help you a lot during the PS elections.
I would still say PS would be still out of the scope for this podcast. I would rather
Yeah.
not indulge in it much because that's a long discussion.
Yeah,
It's
definitely,
not just that.
definitely.
So
Okay. Hmm. So second question coming for General Motors is what all projects you did,
dude, General
like
Electric.
what all projects you did with a bird eyes view, and what was the most what was the project in which you were most interested in?
Yeah, Ramayana, one more correction. It is General Electric.
Oh, sorry, I did edit it, but I wrote GM. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't matter. It's general
yeah.
anyway.
Anyways.
Okay, so
Hmm.
bird's eye view. Okay, projects to be precise, you need to
Hmm.
be. I would say this from a very objective point of view that the projects you need to show are the ones that you're confident in and fits their profile.
Hmm.
Before they come, they will give you the JD, job description.
Hmm.
What happens is you have to see the JD. If they say
Hmm.
that I need design engineers, I need CFD simulators, I need FEM analysts, then at that time you need to have the projects related to those three on the top, and you should
Hmm.
be very good at those projects. And I would say that software based projects in which you have only clicked buttons, don't put them. They don't care.
Yeah.
They want the mechanics behind it, the calculation behind it. What was your inferences? What were the calculations you did? They don't care what buttons you click. That you can learn from YouTube. They will say that to your face, and you lose all your points.
Yeah.
Make sure that if you are using a software based analysis, you have to do a check on if your analysis is correct or not. That is how
Mm-hmm.
you verify your project and show them that what you did is extremely correct. You have to
Okay.
prove it to them. That's the
Mm.
challenge in interviews. That's
Okay.
how I prepared for my projects. Secondly, I would still say this again. If you just talk about my projects, then I wouldn't have got selected because there were pretty good candidates apart from me. The
Yeah.
reason I got selected was because of my job profile I had before this. I had 1 year of experience, as I said, in pressure vessel industry. That is the reason I was given in GE Power. That is
Mm.
again a pressure vessel industry only. They have to design
Yeah.
boilers and pressure vessels. So that is one of
Mm.
the reasons why I got selected. And I would say that interview process was very detailed, extremely detailed. Like they only care about the technical. They don't care about how what you speak, how you speak. They will ask you
Mm.
a question. You have to give a pinpoint answer, and they will ask you just draw it in a pen and paper, show it to the camera, or show it to them
Mm.
personally if they come to your interview personally, and then
Yeah.
they will say that okay, this is right or wrong. They will never say it is right or wrong. They will, in the
Mm.
end, they will, after you finish everything, you'll say at that point you are wrong. So then you will realize that all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
consecutive questions and answers that has come has been given on a wrong assumption. And at that time, if you panic, you're out of the interview. Even at that time, if you don't panic and say, sir, I'll do one thing, even if I'm wrong at that point, the correct answers that I have given till now is correct. So if that assumption is wrong, doesn't mean that all the answers till now are wrong. If at that
Mm.
time you can handle the situation, I'm pretty sure they'll be happy.
Yeah.
They
True.
Please don't panic in interviews. They won't eat you. They're
Mm.
just
Definitely.
look. They will train you. Definitely, they will train you.
Mm.
They don't have a condition that you need to know this much or this much. What they're doing is they're setting a set of rules and conditions. If you clear all of them, you're selected. If you're not, you're rejected. That is
Yeah.
all. They won't ask questions related to your job profile. They're just checking to see which is the best candidate. That's all.
Yeah. So you are also selected for the EEDP program, that is the Edison Engineering Development Program, right?
Yeah.
In this, I guess you guys will be getting a 2 years of training, no?
It will be like job on job training plus classroom training. It will be like, so what happens in EEDP is you will be allotted some cycles like 6 month cycle, 4 month cycles, 5 month cycles.
Mm.
You will be given into you will be divided into projects. You will be going under some team that is doing a project. You will go there as the junior most member. They will teach you. You'll do the job specific jobs. You will finish the assignments, submit it, make a report, present it, and once you're done with that, they will give you weekly assessments. Based on
Okay.
that assessment, every week there will be assessment, every month there will be a assessment, and every quarterly there will be assessment. And after
Okay.
finishing your project also there will be another assessment. So it is completely like
Oh.
what you do in your academics. The only difference is here you'll be paid to do it. In
Yeah.
academics
Nice.
you pay to do it. That's the only difference.
Definitely. And definitely you will be paid a lot to do it. So it also
Yeah,
makes the
yeah, yeah,
difference.
that's a subjective question, leave it out of it.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
so tell us about all the rounds that took place in GE, like from the starting itself.
Okay, so first of all, when GE came, they actually told us that, yeah, first of all, when GE came, they told us that to fill the form as usual. We had a portal,
Mm-hmm.
we filled the forms, and after that, we had a what do you call it? The aptitude test. GE had a
Mm.
pretty good aptitude test. There were four parts, 5 parts to the aptitude test. One was a numerical aptitude, then was logical, reasoning, and then we had technical and maths.
Bro, you still remember everything. I to have like forgot everything. I don't remember anything. Like for
Yeah,
Dover also, I don't
dude,
remember anything.
it was a job that I never expected to get in. Obviously, I will remember
Yeah,
everything.
actually, yeah. So yeah,
So,
you were telling about the 5 parts, yes.
okay, now what G has as a sectional cutoff, you have to clear all the sections to get it.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
sectional cutoff. So, Ramayana, be proud that you cleared all the cutoffs. This was one of the
Bro,
few aptitude tests that you cleared.
I can't even imagine I cleared all the sections. Like I had to clear that exam, but still, now I know ki every section needed to be cleared off. Now I know
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
and we had pretty good competition. Mind you, BITS has a
Yeah.
very big competition pool. Don't think that just
Yeah, I know
because
that.
you have a CGPA, you're on top. No way.
Yeah,
There will
yeah,
be
I know.
people who will be coming from ADC Delhi, Ace
Definitely,
Academy.
and like
Dude,
BITS is
those
an
guys are
institution where we don't have any caste or criteria system, so definitely the top players will of the like race will be only coming to play into.
yeah, and there
Yeah.
will be people who you don't even know who will be like the silent spectators but will come on first every time. You don't even know
Yeah,
these guys exist. Their
yeah, bro.
talent pools, their academics, their curriculums, you don't even know about them, but they will be on top.
Yeah,
That is the
exactly.
problem. So hide
Mm.
your aces. You should always have an ace hidden in the hole. I will tell you
Yeah,
this now. You need to have your own aces.
yeah.
Now, so
Hmm.
after the after the the short after you got shortlisted for the what do you call it, the interviews round, what happened is that they will immediately call you once you clear the written round, that is the aptitude
Hmm.
test. Once you clear it, they will call you. They called us and gave us the pre-presentation talk,
Okay.
pre-placement talk.
I
So,
still remember that it took a very long time for them to give out the results for the
yeah,
written
it
test.
took them 1 week. Now mind you this, 1 week it took them to give out the results.
Yeah.
The next process was finished the next day only.
Yeah, exactly, exactly,
Next day,
exactly.
the entire placement process done. Nothing to be
Yeah.
said. Results were declared
Like
the same day
first,
that the interview
I
process
still
happened.
remember ki after that 1 week, I like left all the hopes for getting into GI. I thought ki no one is selected,
Same here.
but
Like
still
we
1 week
had a
after
history.
every like they
Hyderabad
gave
campus
the
had a
results.
history of no selects in G for the past 2 years. We had
Yeah,
really
yeah.
amazing seniors, man. You should have seen those projects. Like they
This
had,
time four people got into G.
we
Yeah,
broke
bro,
all
literally
records.
like bits breaking records. Nice.
Hyderabad
Okay.
campus.
Yeah, Hyderabad campus exactly. So
Okay.
yeah, like the written test consists of 5 sections, as you told. You listed all them down, and after what? After the written, you were telling something,
So
no?
we had a placement talk in which they told us how GE works, what is the culture.
Hmm.
Then that these guys will tell us who will be your supervisors, what will happen, what is the process they will
Hmm.
explain. And after that, the HR will come show you what is the salary structure, what is that. Apparently, unluckily for us, the salary structure, the main point was blurred. We couldn't see it. So till today, we are in complete, what do you call it? Uh, Suspense on what the salary structure is.
Exactly.
So,
Okay. Hmm.
so after that, they said that there will be 3 rounds. First round will
Hmm.
be the technical round. Second round will be the MR round, that is managerial round. Third round will be the HR round. All three of them eliminated. Like if you go into the technical round, you get say you finish that round in 15-20 minutes or half an hour. They will tell you that you are supposed to go to the next round.
Yeah.
If you don't get a call, assume you are not selected. That's how it
Yeah.
was.
Hmm.
So so after you are done with 3 rounds, they release the results by 9 p.m. So this is how the
Hmm.
rounds worked.
Hmm.
So first technical round happened. Technical round, they asked to set up clearly technical questions. My technical round happened at a time of 12:30 or something. 12:30 to 1:30 it went, so for 1 hour or
Hmm.
so. So like it was pretty hectic. They asked like from 8 different subjects. Like they started with SOM, then they went from here, they went to machine design. From that they
Hmm.
went to my finite element methods project. From there they went to my BTech project. From there heat
Hmm.
transfer, thermodynamics. Then from
Oh.
that fluid mechanics, and back to machine design, theory of machines. Everything they covered, asked all the questions, asked about my job. And during this time in all the interviews, make sure you prepare the question, tell me something about yourself. This question is
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
come really fast, really
Hmm.
quick, and is going to catch you with your pants down. It's really, you might think the question is not much, but that one question will decide everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like like if you want to know like what to say in what to say in this question, I would rather say that they want to know where you're from, what's your name, where you're from, where you did from BTech, why did you leave your BTech to do masters, is there an year
One.
gap,
One.
why. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Got like your video lagged in between, but still it's okay. I guess it
Dude,
must be
it is
recorded on
recording
your
from
end.
my
So
side, so don't worry.
yeah. Yeah. Fine. 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 Go on. Go.
Okay,
Hmm.
so so after that, why you did your BTech, why did you do your masters? If you had a
Hmm.
job, why did you leave it? All these questions. Then after you tell all this, just explain about any one of your project before even they ask.
Okay.
What this helps in this tells them that you know about yourself and you want to tell it. Now say
Hmm.
that you only tell about what you want to know about 5 minutes. Now the rest of the
Hmm.
20 minutes or 30 minutes of the interview, they're going to fire you for different questions. Say that you talk for
Yeah.
15 minutes about yourself. They only
Hmm.
have 15 minutes to judge you. Now they'll ask
Hmm.
questions related to that 15 minutes. It won't be in depth, it will be overview questions. So this
Yeah.
is a tactic that you need to understand. If you're good at
Okay.
speaking, if you're good at manipulating things, make sure to use it to your advantage in interviews. I'm definitely sure you'll clear the interviews.
Yeah, and most of the times I have also seen that the interviews goes according to the things that you are speaking there in the
Yeah,
interview.
the
It
questions
doesn't
come
goes
from
by
what you
the
say.
questions that the panel asks you.
Yes, the
Yeah.
questions come from what you normally say.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
And then 5 sections of the written test, then comes the technical, then comes the
MR round.
managerial.
MR round.
Yeah,
So now
yeah.
there's a story behind this technical and MR round. If you want to know, I'll
Okay.
tell it.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. We
Okay,
have
so
time, lots of time.
yeah,
Yeah.
so as I said already, none of us
Hmm.
had any hope. We were just giving the interview for like experience. Normally
Yeah,
we'll say, I
yeah,
just give the interview for experience. No, it is
yeah.
everyone has hope I get in this job. Now, what happened
Hmm.
was my technical round went pretty well. I was confident, but
Hmm.
as even my wonderful seniors, my classmates before me, very few of them got calls. So I was like hopeless. During that
Hmm.
time, one of my very good friends in my hostels called me and asked me that how was your interview. I like it went good, but I don't think I'm getting a call because it has been already been half an hour and they haven't given me a call yet.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't think I'll be get selected. You should see the confidence in the other person's guy when he said this, dude. अगर आज तेरे को जी नहीं लगी ना तो कल जी बंद हो जाएगी. There are three
Yeah.
types of situations. One,
Who was that, by the way?
am I allowed to say it in this?
Yeah, like totally.
It was Anurag.
Oh, Anurag. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, he told me
Okay.
clearly that अगर आज तेरे को जी नहीं लगी तो कल जी बंद हो जाएगी. And
Yeah,
that
bro.
guy told it with such confidence. There are people who tell it to make sure that you don't feel bad. Some people who tell to give you confidence that don't worry, there are other companies. This guy was very sure that if G didn't take me, I'll definitely get eliminated. Like the
Yeah.
G will definitely get eliminated. It was not just like G
G
will
only.
definitely
Yeah.
close. Okay.
Hmm.
Now now came the so after I kept his phone, 30 seconds down the call, 30 seconds after I put the call, I get a call from the coordinators that you are
Yeah.
shortlisted for the managerial round. Please be ready in half an hour. Now, so it was a surprise. So it was a surprise that how the hell did it happen? And okay, fine. So now MR round came. MR round they asked me situation based questions. MR round
Okay.
normally include situation based questions. So how
Hmm.
do you clarify that? Say they will give you a question that imagine that this is just a question. There's a Breton cycle going on,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
that there is a pressure vessel running somewhere, if there is, or there is a boiler running somewhere. I want to change this input
Hmm.
conditions without changing the output. What are the changes I have to make inside the boiler to make sure that this happens? These are type of
Oh.
technical questions that they will ask in managerial
Hmm.
round. They will be
Okay.
situation based, not basic questions.
Okay.
So that was how I cleared MR. Then there will
Hmm.
be one question that will definitely come. What is the biggest achievement till now? Make
Okay.
sure you never answer it's getting into BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. That's the worst answer you can ever give. Don't count that
Okay.
as an achievement, otherwise it's an insult to all the others who got into BPHC because they don't count it as an achievement. They just
Yeah,
count it as a
exactly.
stepping stone.
Hmm.
Coming into BPHC, clearing it, getting a job, that's an achievement. Just coming to BPHC is not. Okay.
Yeah.
So now comes the fun part.
Hmm.
MR round goes on. They ask me like is the what is the biggest achievement? I
Hmm.
give like, sir, I have two. I'll explain one. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Hmm.
So I explained one of my job related problems that I solved, and he was pretty happy with it. And he said that the interviewer said this, like, Mohan, I'm really happy that you gave an answer that is substantial in nature, not just giving an answer that I'm happy that I got into G, like I got
No.
into BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's how it was.
Okay,
So
nice.
so now coming back to the fun part, like
Hmm.
MR round got cleared, no doubts
Hmm.
asked, no questions asked.
Yeah.
After that came the HR round. I got shortlisted for the HR round itself, and here I
Hmm.
had some hopes. Like possibly I can get selected, but yeah, seniors got rejected here also. So yeah, down the line it went like okay, the HR asked me questions. Now before you go to any HR round, if you are given the credentials or the name of the HR,
Hmm.
one advice to all of you: go to LinkedIn, read his profile
Yeah.
throughout. The HR is the guy you need to get in good books with.
Yeah.
So what I did was my HR I put his name on LinkedIn. Saw that my luck. Look at my luck. I saw he was a production engineer,
Oh,
BTech
nice.
production, then MBA in industrial management and HR. So I'm like,
Hmm.
wow, I'm gonna put this guy in my bag. So he asked me the same question, which is the biggest achievement till now. So if I was pretty ready, if he asked about any project or if he asked me about any of my achievement, I'm definitely going to relate it to my BTech because I'm a production engineer.
Yeah.
So if any question he asks related to that, I'm definitely gonna clear it.
Hmm. Nice.
So that's how I led the interview, and it went really well. So
Yeah.
after the interview went well, at 6 p.m. interview got over. I called my
Hmm.
coordinator that dude, I haven't had food for like since morning 11 or 10 a.m. since we have been
Yeah.
sitting. I'm having some food. I have got a terrible headache. I'm going to sleep. Call me if anything happens. I put my phone down, went downstairs, ate something from Chipotle, came back, slept for 2.5 straight hours. 9 p.m. My door is being banged. Like, Mohanut, Mohanut. I'm like, "Ah, what happened?" This is the reaction. I didn't know I was already shortlisted for G.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got placed. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, thank you.
Nice, bro.
Yeah,
Like seriously, that point of time, like it makes us so happy. That particular time when you see, yeah, I'm placed now. I still remember. I was in the class when I got a call from my HR, and literally I started crying in the class itself. My professor was like, "जाओ बाहर parents से बात करके आओ."
the
Yeah.
the biggest part. I think the most fun part was beating each other up because you got placed.
Yeah. We literally beated each other like.
Hostel.
Yeah. Okay,
So yeah,
let's not discuss it here because I
yeah,
got beaten a lot, like 2 times.
yeah. I was the one who beat you maximum.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so I guess that almost covered everything. And yeah, did were you able to answer every question in the interviews, or like did you miss any particular question?
Yeah,
As you
to
told
be
earlier.
to be frank, if they asked
Hmm.
me 10 questions, I could answer six. I said for four, I don't know.
Oh, okay, okay.
All you need
So
for an
the thing
interview.
is, you didn't become nervous at that point
Yeah,
of time.
that's the
You were
thing that
pretty
you need to
confident.
know in interviews, that never get nervous. Like if you don't
Hmm.
know, sorry sir, I don't know. Sorry sir, I don't know, and keep a smile. And when you say that sorry sir, I don't know, don't give it like sir, मेरे को तो नहीं मालूम, मैं नहीं दे रहा. So
Yeah.
keep it like this. Like sorry sir, I don't know, but I'll make sure to know it before I join the job. Always be optimistic and tell him indirectly that I am the most capable person for your job. Say I
Yeah.
say this that sorry sir, I don't know. The interview will be like he's not interested in the interview. If I say
Yeah.
sorry sir, I don't know, but before joining your company, I will definitely know about it. Now this
Yeah.
shows the confidence that you will definitely get the job. It doesn't matter if
Exactly.
you can answer this question or not.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So that's how you answer
That is
specific questions
something
that
I
you
should
don't
also
know.
learn actually. Yeah. Yeah.
It comes with
So
the
yeah,
experience.
I guess all my questions related to G were over, like from the starting till the end. Whatever exams were there, how. One thing more, any preparation tip, strategy, or trick for the viewers who are preparing for G next year, maybe.
Yeah, one big preparation. BTech. Cover your entire BTech. I got asked from
Mm.
8 subjects, man. I never thought I ever read those subjects. 8 subjects you
Yeah.
get asked from. Then your project. You need to be in and out of that. Say that your
Mm.
semester gets over in June or July. You have 1 month, one entire month to
Mm.
finish. And if you have given GATE, even if you have given HD, I'm definitely sure you can finish 4 to 5 subjects. You can
Yeah.
finish
Yeah. True.
SOM, thermodynamics, theory of machine design, and then HVAC RAC. Definitely.
Mm. And that too, you don't have to learn anything. Like you just have to understand the
Yeah, yeah,
concepts
yeah.
and
Biggest
applications.
part. They won't ask you formulas. They will ask you
Yeah.
concepts.
Yeah. 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 So the people who are appearing for any sort of placements, definitely we would suggest you don't go after the formulas or learn the formula. Just understand the concepts and their
Yeah.
applications.
I'll give you one example of a technical question that I asked, which changed the entire interview in GE.
Hmm.
They asked me if Raman, I think you will be able to what do you call correlate this answer. Say
Okay.
that mild steel. You know about the stress strain curve of the mild steel, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. They asked me to first draw stress strain curve directly.
Hmm. Hmm.
By default you'll draw this. They asked me the question, which material is this? I said mild
Okay.
steel. Like, why didn't you draw aluminum? Like, okay, I drew aluminum. And they're like, then why do we study mild steel if we know aluminum? I showed them both of them and said, sir, you don't see any points in aluminum, while in mild steel you see all the points.
Yeah.
That is the reason we study mild steel. Like, okay, now
Oh.
explain all the points. Like, which is the elasticity limit, which is the proportionality limit, which is the upper yield
Hmm.
point, lower yield point, fluctuating yield, and technical stuff. In
Hmm.
that question, they asked me, okay, what is the difference between resilience and toughness? Now, this is a question
Okay.
you won't learn fast. Okay,
Hmm.
this is a question that you won't learn very easily. Now, what
Hmm.
happens is that re- just by giving an answer in definition, you wouldn't know it fast. Like the other guy
Yeah.
won't understand it properly. So what you do
Hmm.
is you explain it by graph. Any
Hmm.
answer you want to show, show it by graph. I'm very
Okay.
sure you will definitely get selected because
Hmm.
when you show it by graph, it shows that you are understanding it. You have understood the topic well.
Yeah.
That is my trick to answering any questions. Pictorial
Hmm.
representation, very
Hmm.
important in academic and professional life.
Okay. Nice. So, as you have started, like you are starting with your internship on 17th of Jan, right?
Yeah, this Monday.
Okay. So best of luck. Best of luck for that.
Thank
And
you.
when you will be joining for the company, like in the company?
I will be joining like when in the campus, G campus.
Yeah. No, in the company, like in G, when you will be joining it.
Yeah, we haven't got a letter regarding that, but it will be
Acha.
possibly in July or August.
Okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
EDP program will
Nice. Nice.
start possibly in July or August, or it might
Hmm.
start the next day of finishing the internship. Also, you never know.
Hmm. And one question personally for from my side and from the people who are already into any sort of jobs in the mechanical domain, do you think that there is a lot of growth opportunities in the mechanical domain, or you would prefer to switch into any other domain?
Okay, this question needs to be framed a bit differently.
Hmm.
Say that you say mechanical domain. There are many mechanical domains.
Yeah.
Ask the question and say when you say growth, you mean by knowledge or by money?
Money, and like definitely see there are jobs where you apply your knowledge, you have a great amount of knowledge, but the return of investment, like the return of money which you get is not that enough.
I agree.
So definitely the money aspect I'm talking about
Why do you
here.
think I did a
Because
master's?
definitely in mechanical domain you will get a lot of knowledge, but the money aspect we mechanical
Okay, so seeing from mechanical point of view. Okay,
are a
so
bit like
no, I'll answer this question a bit differently. Like, say
hmm,
that you are in a mechanical domain. Now you
hmm,
want to, as Ramayana went for thermal, I went for mechanical, core mechanical.
hmm,
Now you get an option in design. Don't reject it. Be adaptive in nature. That's all I would say. And secondly, growth in mechanical growth is like a graph, like a, I would say graph that is stagnant in middle, but after that the growth is tremendous. So you
hmm,
need to be patient. It,
hmm.
don't compare your salaries with CSIT. Biggest mistake. Don't do that.
Yeah, true.
Like these guys, those guys are working in things that the world wants. We are working in a thing that the world needs. So
Exactly,
that's the
exactly.
fundamental difference.
Yeah, true. Where did you
So
read that line from, by the way?
I just came up with it right now.
Bro, it was seriously amazing. I'll add it to my YouTube about me, I guess.
Thermec.
Thermic.
CSIT do the things that the world wants. We do the things that the world needs.
Exactly.
Told by Mohan
Okay.
Iyer.
No, bro, but Thermic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
So
so how are things in my final question for you personally, as you're a friend, how are things in life? And आगे का क्या सोचा है?
आगे का कुछ मालूम नहीं है. Okay, so things going in life is currently I'm in Bangalore. Like
Hmm.
I shifted to Bangalore currently. Like job भी यहीं है अभी भले ऑनलाइन चल रहा है बट
Yeah,
अभी तो बैंगलोर में रहना है तो थोड़ा सिटी के बारे में जान लेते हैं. It is heard that
exactly.
Bangalore is a beautiful city. Like enjoy the nightlife and stuff. So
तू
COVID
जान
के
ले, I'll be coming to Bangalore after some time, तो मुझे भी
हाँ हाँ
घुमा दियो.
तेरे लिए यहाँ सब जमा कर रहा हूँ. But तू
हाँ.
अकेला नहीं आ रहा है बहुत लोग आ रहे हैं. तू अकेला नहीं है बहुत लोग आ रहे हैं. कृष्णा भवन यहाँ नया बन जाएगा.
एग्जैक्टली, बैंगलोर में तो नया बिट्स खुलेगा.
Okay, so this is how it works. Like
हम्म.
बैंगलोर में आया फर्स्ट आई गेट टू नो द सिटी. साथ साथ में इंटर्नशिप चलेगा. उसके बीच में अगर उन लोगों ने ऑफलाइन कर दिया एंड वी हैव टू गो टू द ऑफिस इट विल बी फन.
हम्म.
उस टाइम पे देखेंगे अगर मेरी बहन के घर से और वहां तक अप डाउन कम्यूट कर सकता हूँ. अगर नहीं कर पाया तो नजदीक में पीजी ले लूंगा एंड इफ आई कैन कम्यूट देन फाइन. दीदी के घर पे.
G is in Whitefield, no?
या इट्स इन वाइटफील्ड.
And where are you living right now?
सिंगसंद्रा 20 किलोमीटर।
अरे बाप रे, दूर है यार।
अबे 2.5 घंटा लगता है यहाँ से। मैं यहाँ से सुबह
वही
6:30 बजे
वही
निकलूंगा
दूर है,
तो
वही
जाके
तो
वहाँ
कह
9
रहा हूँ,
बजे पहुंचूंगा।
दूर है। चलो फाइन, आई गेस आई एम डन विद माय क्वेश्चंस। एनीथिंग इन पर्टिकुलर यू वांट टू आस्क मी?
भाई तू कब आ रहा है बैंगलोर?
मैं आऊंगा व्हेन द जॉब कॉल्स मी।
कब शुरू हो रहा है तेरा?
इट ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड, कल स्टार्ट हो गया यार। ऑफिस के बीच में टाइम निकाल लो।
So this was Mohan, and you heard him whatever he wanted, like whatever he had to say for his company. Like how do you approach the company? What should be your strategy? What should be your uh, placement strategies and all. So I hope it was very much clear to you. If you guys have any suggestion or anything to comment on, you can comment it in like below the below the video, and do share, subscribe and like the video. Like it takes a lot of effort to reach out to people, ask them for like 30-40 minutes of the time, and definitely if you'll do so, if you like and subscribe, it will definitely motivate me out. So please do consider liking and subscribing the video and the channel too. Yeah, thanks.